The great illusion of magical manifestation. Close your eyes and imagine this. You've written down your wishes, repeated your affirmations, visualized the car, the love, the house, but the months pass and nothing changes. Then you think, has the universe forgotten about me? But what if I told you that the universe never forgot? Have you tried manifesting repeated affirmations written in a journal, and still nothing has changed? So give me 30 minutes, and I'll show you what no one told you about the universe, because the problem was never you. It was the way you were taught to manifest. Manifestation is not wishing and hoping. It's clarity. It's belief. It's action in alignment with your energy. And today, you will understand the secret that changes everything. The universe doesn't deliver what you want. It delivers who you are. Stay with me until the end, and you'll leave this video feeling different. Manifestation isn't magic. It's mindset in action. It's the meeting of the invisible of intention and the concrete of attitude. And the most common mistake is to confuse spirituality with passivity. While you wait, the energy stagnates. While you act, the field moves. The universe doesn't respond to what you ask for. It responds to what you do, becomes. The magic is in something much deeper than asking. It is in prepare to receive. People who expect immediate results are still stuck in the vibration of lack. But those who understand the power of the process vibrate abundance even without evidence. It is in this silent frequency that manifestation begins, in the place where desire meets decision. Have you ever noticed how desire without direction consumes energy? It's like stepping on the accelerator without holding the steering wheel. Therefore, clarity is the first act of power. Saying, I want abundance, isn't enough. Clarity is transforming I want into I'm building. The mind needs an address so the quantum field knows where to deliver what you vibrate. True manifestation begins when you understand that faith is a verb. Believing isn't enough. You must sustain the vibrational state of what you desire. While your mind thinks of prosperity, but your actions vibrate scarcity, you create noise. When your thoughts, words, and actions become one sound, the universe echoes back at the same frequency. Joe Dispenza said, "You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are." And that's exactly it. The universe doesn't deliver you through desire, but through consistency. So stop repeating phrases if you're not willing to act differently, because affirming without acting is like planting and not watering. The field responds to consistency, not haste. Now tell me, what have you done to become the kind of person who lives what you ask for? This is the question that separates the dreamer from the creator. Because manifesting is more about what you do when no one is looking than about what you say out loud. It's the silence of daily choices that shapes the sound of achievement. If this topic is already opening something within you, comment, I align in the comments. Because this is more than engagement. It's a vibrational commitment. This is just the beginning. In the following topics, you'll understand how to transform belief into a system, intention into movement, and energy into results. You have not been forgotten. You are being prepared to truly manifest. Comment, I align, to anchor your decision to manifest with action and clarity. Thinking positive is not enough. Have you ever noticed how many people believe that simply thinking positively will solve everything? This is one of the biggest spiritual traps of the new age. Positive thinking is important, but it's not enough. It's the fuel, not the vehicle. And the universe doesn't move cars that aren't moving. It responds to energy in motion, to faith that transforms into practice, to intention that translates into coherent action. Positive thinking is like lighting a candle. It illuminates but doesn't warm if the fire isn't sustained. Positivity opens the door, but discipline is what enters. It's easy to say, I believe. But it's difficult to maintain a high vibration when the results haven't yet arrived. And that's where most people give up, not for lack of faith, but for lack of emotional consistency. Manifestation doesn't happen when you think, but when you persist in thinking and acting, even when you don't see anything. The energy of manifestation responds to intensity of belief and to direction of action. When you say, "I believe," but continue to reinforce scarcity in your habits, you break the magnetic field of faith. Thought is the command, but behavior is the confirmation. As long as you repeat phrases of abundance and live patterns of doubt, the universe receives mixed signals, and where there is vibrational confusion, there is silence regarding the outcome. Quantum physics explains, particles respond to observation but remain in a state of uncertainty until there is sustained focus. The same happens in the human mind. Thinking positively for a moment is like lighting a spark. Maintaining faith in a vibrational state is like keeping a fire burning. It requires focus, repetition, clear intention, and above all, true feeling. Emotion is the glue of manifestation. Joe Dispenza says, "The brain is the recorder of the past. The heart is the creator of the future." So, there's no point in affirming abundance if your heart still vibrates with fear. The universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to frequency. And frequency is the emotional tone of your faith. When the heart and mind become one, the impossible becomes inevitable. Now, I ask you, are you just thinking positive, or are you really vibrating positive? Because there's a profound difference between believing and embodying. Thinking positive is a mental choice. Vibrating positively is an energetic state. It's the moment your cells, your speech, and your attitudes become coherent with what you desire. It's the moment manifestation stops being theory and becomes biology. So, if this topic resonated with you, take a deep breath now and mentally declare, "I vibrate in alignment." Write it in the comments if you want to anchor this decision in the field, because when you declare and vibrate at the same time, the universe registers it. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you how to transform this vibration into a practical manifestation system. You have not been forgotten. You are learning to align with the real language of energy. Have you ever noticed how many people say, "I want to prosper," but don't know what that really means? They claim abundance, but within them, there's a void of direction. Manifestation doesn't happen in the fog of maybe, but in the light of clarity. The universe doesn't deliver packages without an address. It responds to the precision of your focus, the clarity of your vision, and the emotional intention behind your request. Clarity is more than knowing what you want. It's understanding why and wherefore. When purpose merges with desire, the energy field expands. The mind creates images, the heart emits vibration, and the universe begins to align circumstances. But when you say, "I want to be happy," without defining what happiness means to you, the energy dissipates. Manifesting is specifying the direction of your faith. Clarity isn't rigidity, it's attunement. It's the act of giving the universe vibrational coordinates that translate your intention into frequency. When you write, visualize, and feel a purpose, you create an energetic map. And like a GPS, the quantum field responds to precise commands. It doesn't read words. It reads coherence. That's why, every time you doubt, you recalculate the route and postpone your arrival. Napoleon Hill said, "A goal is a dream with a deadline." And it's true. Clarity is what transforms a dream into structure. When you decide, "I'm going to increase my income by 30% by December," your brain starts searching for solutions. Focus activates the reticular activating system, that internal filter that begins to see opportunities you previously overlooked. The invisible reveals itself when you name what you're seeking. But there's a catch. Clarity isn't control. You set the direction, but you let the path unfold. It's like shooting an arrow at a target. You aim, release, and trust. Many lose the power of manifestation because they try to control Theas, when they should just align themselves with the why. The universe is smarter than your anxiety. It knows the shortcuts your mind can't yet see. So I ask you, what exactly do you want to manifest? Not what the world wants you to want. What your soul are you asking? This is the question that opens the channel of clarity. When the answer comes, write it down. When you feel it, act. When you doubt, remember. The universe only responds to those who speak with vibrational conviction. The rest is noise. If this topic resonated with you, comment, "I choose clarity" in the comments. Not as someone repeating, but as someone deciding. Because when the word becomes a decree, the universe understands you're ready. In the next topic, I'll show you how belief shapes the field and how to unlock the mind that sabotages your own requests. You haven't been forgotten. You're just learning to speak the exact language of manifestation. The belief that builds or blocks your field belief is the invisible matrix of all manifestation. Before something can exist in the physical world, it must exist within your mind as an unquestionable truth. But this is where many go astray. They try to manifest something that, deep down, they don't believe is possible. And the universe doesn't deliver what you desire. It mirrors what you believe you deserve. Your life is the exact reflection of your inner conviction. When you repeat, "I am prosperous," but feel guilt, fear, or unworthiness, the field vibrates conflict. And where there is vibrational conflict, there is stagnation. The subconscious acts as a filter that decides what enters and what doesn't enter your reality. If your belief says, "This is too much for me," the universe understands that you are not yet ready to receive. Faith isn't just thinking you can, it's to feel which already is. Neuroscience shows that 95% of decisions come from the subconscious. In other words, it's not what you consciously think that shapes your life, but what you accepted as truth within. Joe Dispenza teaches that changing your reality requires breaking the cycle of thought, emotion, and repeated behavior. Because old beliefs sustain old vibrations, and old vibrations manifest the same results. Believing is a spiritual and biological decision. When you affirm a new belief, the brain begins to build new circuits. The heart's magnetic field expands, and the body vibrates differently. This is why faith and science have never been on opposite sides. They are two hands of the same miracle. One creates intention, the other creates frequency. Together, they reprogram matter. But changing a belief doesn't happen just with pretty phrases. It requires emotional repetition. It's about feeling the new until the old loses its strength. It's about choosing, each day, to believe a little more. It's not about erasing fear. It's about not letting it drive you. Every time you sustain a new vibration, even in the face of doubt, the universe notes, "He's ready. She's changing the pattern." Now I ask you, what belief are you willing to let go of today? Because manifesting something new requires letting go of the old version of yourself. You can't create a future by vibrating in the past. When you free yourself from a limiting belief, the field reorganizes around your new vibrational identity, and it is at that moment that the miracle ceases to be a promise and becomes reality. If this resonated with you, comment, "I choose to believe," because this phrase isn't about me, it's about you saying to the universe, "I am ready to receive what I previously doubted I deserved." In the next topic, I'll show you how to turn this belief into daily action, creating the system that sustains your manifestation over time. You haven't been forgotten. You're being reprogrammed to believe in the impossible. Manifestation begins in thought, but only becomes real in action. Most people write, visualize, and believe, but don't act. And it's at this point that the vibrational field breaks. The universe doesn't deliver just because you ask. It responds when you act. Action is the energetic seal of intention. It's the moment when the invisible begins to take shape in the physical world. Every time you postpone a step, you interrupt the flow of creation. It's like pressing pause on the vibrational process. Neville Goddard said, "Faith without action is a dream." and a dream without action is oblivion. Manifesting is taking action even when there are no guarantees. It's continuing to walk in the dark because the light only comes on after the first step. When you move, the field reorganizes around you. There is no synchronicity without movement. The signs of the universe only appear when you are on track. Energy responds to the frequency of decision, and decision isn't thought, it's movement. Even a small, conscious gesture can change your vibration. The universe doesn't want perfection. It wants coherence. It wants to see if you're willing to back up with actions what you say in words. Acting in alignment isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing what's within your control with presence. The right action at the right time is more powerful than 1,000 mental plans. So when doubt arises, act anyway. Fear dissolves in movement. Confidence isn't born before you act. It's born while you act. Action creates faith, not the other way around. In physics, this is called wave function collapse. Potential becomes reality only when observed and acted upon. Likewise, your vision exists in a quantum state until you commit to it. Thinking, feeling, and acting are the 3 points of the manifestation triangle. When one is missing, the field fragments. When all 3 align, the impossible materializes. Now tell me, what can you do today, not tomorrow, that will move you an inch closer to your vision? That's the secret. The universe doesn't require leaps. It requires constancy. When you honor the small, the big begins to move. With each step, you say to the field, "I am ready," and the field responds, "Then receive." It is in this silent dialogue between action and energy that miracles happen. If this content resonated with you, comment, "I act in alignment." This simple phrase activates the flow, because the universe doesn't listen to promises, it senses vibrations. In the next topic, I'll show you what to do when results don't arrive and time seems to test you. You have not been forgotten. You are being trained in the sacred language of inspired action. When the universe makes you wait, have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but nothing seems to happen? This is one of the most delicate phases of manifestation. Silence. It's the moment when the universe observes you, not to punish you, but to calibrate your frequency. Waiting isn't punishment, it's refinement. It's in the interval between planting and blossoming that faith proves true. Time isn't against you. Time is preparing you to sustain what you've asked for. Many people give up because they confuse pause with denial. But the universe doesn't say no. It says not yet, when there's something you need to become before receiving. God doesn't deny you blessings. He matures you so they don't break you. The same sun that makes things sprout also burns what has no roots. Waiting isn't loss, it's protection. Manifestation needs emotional structure to sustain itself. Spiritual patience is the link that unites faith and results. While the anxious mind asks when, the mature spirit declares, "I trust." It is in this vibration that energy is organized. Time is the filter of coherence. It separates fleeting desire from true intention. If you haven't received it yet, perhaps the universe is waiting for you to sustain the vibration long enough to prove it's truly yours. When doubt strikes, remember, delay is a form of alignment. If something is taking a while, it's because the field is still reconfiguring its variables to fit everything into perfect harmony. Neville Goddard said, "Delay is not denial, it is preparation." When you understand this, anxiety dissolves, and your focus returns to what matters, maintaining a high vibration and acting consistently. Imagine a farmer who plants a seed, and the next day digs the ground to see if it's growing. He destroys the process with impatience. Manifestation is the same. You plant with faith, water with action, and trust in the invisible. The energy field doesn't need haste, it needs constancy. Time is part of the miracle, not its obstacle. Now I ask you, what in you still resists waiting? because all impatience is, at its core, a lack of faith. And true faith doesn't require evidence, it is evidence. When you trust even without signs, the universe recognizes that your vibration is ripe. It is at this point that the invisible bends and the harvest begins. The energy behind the resistance. Every path of manifestation encounters resistance. What many call problems are actually invitations from the universe to expand your vibration. Obstacles aren't walls, they're portals of alignment. When something gets stuck, it doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It means an old frequency is trying to dissolve. The universe confronts you only with what still needs healing within you. Resistance is the most honest mirror of your field. When you encounter blockages, you have the opportunity to prove that your faith is stronger than doubt. Nothing happens to push you away, but rather to refine you. Every energy of resistance contains a vibrational lesson. What do I still need to learn to become the being who already lives what I asked for? This question shifts the focus from frustration to power. Angela Duckworth, in her research on grit, the power of persistence, showed that consistency trumps talent. Spiritually, this means that the universe rewards those who continue to vibrate, even in the midst of pain. Every difficulty is an energetic training session. When you choose love over fear, focus over giving up, the field recognizes you have evolved, and everything that evolves attracts the new. Resistance is also a reminder that manifesting isn't about control, it's about active trust. While the mind says, "This is too difficult," the spirit responds, "This is necessary." Challenges only show where your vibration still wavers. When you understand this, suffering loses its meaning. What once seemed like a blockage becomes a direction. The obstacle is the sign that the field is being realigned. Think of an arrow. To be launched, it must be pulled back. This is your life. Every retreat, every challenge, every apparent inconsistency is the tension that precedes the leap. The pain of expansion is the price of ascension. And if you don't give up during the stretch, flight will be inevitable. The universe only tensions what is about to be launched at a new vibrational level. Now tell me, what are you calling a problem that is actually a portal? Because the obstacle is the disguise of the miracle. When you begin to be grateful for the challenge, something instantly shifts. The vibration of resistance transforms into a vibration of surrender. And surrender is the most fertile ground for manifestation to occur. If this theme resonated with you, comment, "I step through the portal." This statement isn't just symbolic, it's vibrational. It means you choose to step through what challenges you, not run from it. In the next topic, I'll show you how conscious surrender, the true surrender, is the last step before the demonstration takes place. You have not been forgotten. You are being shaped by the resistance that precedes the miracle. Comment, "I trust in divine timing," not as someone who simply writes, but as someone who decrees. Because the right time is never wrong. It just waits for you to become the one who can sustain what you've asked for. In the next topic, I'll show you how to react to obstacles that arise on the path to manifestation, and why they are signs, not blocks. You have not been forgotten. You are being strengthened to receive in perfect timing. When effort meets trust, there comes a time when everything you could do has already been done. You've planned, acted, persisted, and yet the result still seems unattainable. This is where most people give up, and this is precisely where the miracle begins. Because manifestation doesn't end with action, it's complete with surrender. Surrender isn't about giving up. It's about trusting. It's the faith that remains steadfast when control no longer serves. Surrender is the point at which the human meets the divine. It's when you say, "I've done all I could. Now I trust." This vibration is so powerful because it dissolves resistance. As you try to control the outcome, the energy contracts. But when you let go, the field expands. The universe works best when you step out of the way and let the flow take its course. It's in this state that the impossible finds space to manifest. Many people think that surrendering means folding your arms. It isn't. Surrendering means staying in motion, but without anxiety. It means acting with presence and faith, knowing that the harvest is already on its way. It means continuing to water even without seeing the sprout. It means trusting that the invisible is working in your favor. When you let go of the how and anchor yourself in the why, the field responds in ways your mind could never have anticipated. Neuroscience shows that when the body is in a state of surrender, the so-called alpha state, the brain reduces resistance and becomes more receptive to new patterns. Spiritually, it's the same as saying, when you trust, the universe finds openings to act. It's in this vibrational relaxation that synchronicities appear. Everything that seemed blocked begins to move. Surrender is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's recognizing that there's a greater intelligence at work behind your circumstances. The universe doesn't test you to tire you out, but to teach you to trust the flow of creation. When you learn to surrender, you discover that nothing was out of control. You were the one trying to control the uncontrollable. And in that instant, the power returns to your hands. Now I ask you, what are you still trying to control that needs to be released? Because while you hold on, the universe waits. But when you let go, it acts. Letting go is an act of spiritual courage. It's saying, I've done my part. Now I let God do His. When faith reaches this point, manifestation is no longer a desire. It's a consequence. If this touched your heart, comment, I surrender to the flow. Not as someone who gives up, but as someone who trusts. Because those who truly surrender stop chasing and start receiving. In the next topic, I'll show you how to keep your vibration high after surrender, and how not to let fear steal what the universe has already set in motion. You have not been forgotten. You are being guided by the invisible force that works silently but never fails. Maintaining the vibration, the state of being that attracts miracles. After surrender, the real test begins. Remaining vibrating high, even without guarantees. It's easy to believe when everything goes right. The challenge is to keep believing when nothing happens. Manifestation isn't an event. It's a state of being. And maintaining this vibration is choosing, every day, faith over fear, presence over haste, gratitude over lack. This is how the field continues to pulse in your favor. The universe doesn't respond to fleeting emotions. It responds to sustained frequencies. This means your vibration needs to be cultivated, like a flame that cannot be extinguished. When you give thanks before receiving, the universe understands that it has already happened. This is the vibrational language of abundance, acting and feeling as if it were already real. Faith is not blind. It sees the invisible before the eyes see it. Maintaining a high vibration isn't about ignoring pain. It's about transmuting it. It's about taking the energy of fear and converting it into momentum. It's about transforming doubt into curiosity, fatigue into silence, and silence into strength. When you learn to stabilize yourself internally, your external self adjusts, because reality always bends before the vibrational coherence of those who remain centered, even when everything seems off-kilter. Joe Dispenza teaches that the body must learn to live in the future before the future can happen. This means feeling, breathing, and thinking like someone who already has it. And when you vibrate in this state, the universe has no choice but to rearrange the matter around you. It's the law. The field responds to the most dominant frequency, and if yours is faith, fear has no place to remain. In practice, maintaining vibration is a spiritual routine. Waking up with intention, meditating with presence, speaking with awareness, acting with purpose, and giving thanks with truth. It's simple, but it requires consistency. Because miracles don't come from a moment of euphoria. They come from the repetition of coherence. Vibration is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. Now tell me, what have you been doing daily to nourish the energy you desire to live? Because manifestation dies when the vibration weakens. Feeding your mind with fear is like extinguishing your own field. But when you keep your heart steady, the universe recognizes the sound of your faith and sends responses that only those who are awake can perceive. If this resonated with you, comment, "I sustain the vibration." This phrase isn't symbolic, it's magnetic. It's a reminder to your subconscious that you're already vibrating like one who has it. In the next section, I'll lead you to the end of this cycle, the final revelation about why nothing you've experienced has been in vain. You have not been forgotten. You are vibrating the sound of what is about to happen. You've always been manifesting. You may still think that manifestation is something you learn, but the truth is different. You've always been manifesting. Every thought, every emotion, every decision was a vibrational command sent to the universe. The difference now is that you're awake. Life never stopped responding. It just reflected unconscious frequencies. And when you awaken, you create with intention, not distraction. Manifestation is not about getting more, but about remember who you are. It's about returning to your center and recognizing that the power to create has always been in your hands. Everything you've experienced, the delays, the pain, the resistance, were teachers in disguise. They didn't distance you from manifestation. They prepared you to manifest consciously. Nothing was a loss. Everything was vibrational refinement. When you understand this, guilt turns into clarity. You stop punishing yourself for not arriving sooner and start being grateful for waking up now. The universe doesn't work late. It works promptly. It doesn't give too soon, because haste destroys what isn't ready to bear the weight of the blessing. Everything that seemed like a blockage was God calibrating your field. Manifesting is living with constant intention. It's waking up knowing that every gesture is energy. It's speaking knowing that every word creates form. It's feeling with awareness that every emotion has creative power. When this truth takes hold, you realize there's no separation between spirituality and everyday life. Everything is manifestation in motion. Every thought is a seed. Every action is a harvest. What if I told you the universe already said yes a long time ago? That everything you asked for already exists, waiting for you to become a compatible frequency? The wait was never about time. It was about vibrational identity. The inner being never looks back. It only moves forward toward that which is already its vibrational right. Your desire already has form. It is in a state of becoming. Now, look back and see how much you've changed since the beginning of this journey. You sought answers and found mirrors. You wanted results and discovered roots. Today, you understand that manifesting isn't about chasing. It's about aligning with what's already calling you. When your heart and mind vibrate in unison, reality has no choice but to obey. If this message resonated with you, comment, "I'm already manifesting." Not as someone who desires, but as someone who recognizes. Because when you recognize, the universe responds with confirmation. And remember, the power isn't outside. It's vibrating within you. You have not been forgotten. You have been guided here to remember. To manifest is to be. In the beginning, I told you, the universe never forgot about you. It's just that you haven't aligned yet. Now you understand. Manifestation was never about waiting for the universe to act, but about learning to vibrate like someone who has already received. And today, you vibrate differently. Today, you manifest consciously.